Still watering, still growing, still looking good. I probably should mow back here because it's kind of getting a little out of control with the weeds, but I still want to hold off and try and wait for those new seedlings to get about 3 to 3.5 inches tall. So I'll just continue to watch the grass grow. But what I want to talk about today doesn't have to do with my backyard, it doesn't have to do with my front yard, it doesn't have to do with my own personal yard at all. What am I talking about? Well, let's take a little drive. Every single day that I come to work and walk past our grass, it makes me cringe. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, it doesn't look like it right now because it was freshly cut this morning, but this section right here, that section right there, and that section back there, full of weeds. Matter of fact, it reminds me of my yard when I first started my rehab program, just chock full of weeds, just doesn't look good. So we want to fix that. Now, what kind of weeds are we dealing with? Well, let's talk to one of the experts.
So we've got a bunch of different weeds out here. Doveweed, crabgrass, nutsedge, spotted spurge, chamber bitter, and Virginia buttonweed. Actually, if you wanted to get a good picture of doveweed, do that one. The whole thing is nothing but doveweed.
So this whole thing right in here?
This whole thing. Look at this. That's all doveweed.
So what's the plan?
Hit it with some herbicides and see what happens. We've got Bermuda mixed into our fescue, but I'm not sure if we're gonna do anything with our Bermuda.
Where's the actual grass though?
It is right here.
We got one little tiny section.
That is good fescue.
Right there.
Right here.
Got our work cut out for us.
We've got a job ahead of us, yes.
What's kind of funny about all this is we actually pay a lawn surface to come out here and spray for these weeds. I wish we could say that we've let it get this bad on purpose, but that's not the truth. That's just our lawn care service for you. And as you can see, they've done an okay job, but we think we can do better. So really, we got a whole lot of stuff in each one of these little sections. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna test 3 different products in these 3 different areas, see how they stack up against each other, and we're just gonna see what we can do this late in the game, see what kind of control we can get. Yeah, just see what happens. So, yeah, that was the plan, but unforeseen things happened and we just missed our window of opportunity.
Mother Nature happened.
Mother Nature happened, that's right. So the first opening shots of this video, that was shot about a week ago, and we had planned on putting down our herbicide application the very next day. But Mother Nature had other plans and it just dumped rain on us, and for about a week.
7 days.
Yeah, 7 days.
So like Paul said, we had a very small window. We were trying to do weed control prior to an aeration and overseeding that's scheduled for the middle of September. We knew that we had about 30 days and 30 days was it. Well, now that we've had rain for a week straight, that's pushed our window back to 21 days.
Yeah, just screwed up the whole schedule.
The schedule has been blown up.
Yep.
So we are no longer able to spray the herbicides because we don't want to interfere with the aeration and overseeding and the germination from the seed that they're putting down. The sun back out.
Say that again. Say that again.
I'm glad to see that you got a hat and glasses now that God's let the sun come back out.
You just gotta always be prepared, man. Another reason we didn't do the application, we were worried about our chances of success. And the reason for that is
the maturity of the weeds.
Maturity of the weeds. All right, explain that to us.
So with crabgrass in particular, and that's one of the ones that we wanted to try out and see if we could get results on, it grows through tiller stages, and that's how you have to look at it. Usually most herbicides will affect it anywhere from the 3rd to the 5th or 7th tiller stage. Anything beyond that, you will not get very good results from it.
Okay, so try to explain to us, because when we were talking about this is the first time that I'd ever heard tiller stage, and I didn't know what that was, so explain that.
Tiller stage is the individual branches coming off of the grass itself. So each one of these branches is considered a tiller stage. So as you can see, this one is probably about the 30th tiller stage. Very mature crabgrass. So when we're talking about tiller stages, we're talking about the individual branches off of a crabgrass plant. So each one of these little branches is considered a tiller. And then off of each tiller, you'll have leaves that come off. So when we're talking about the 7th tiller stage, we're literally talking about 7 stems off of one crabgrass plant. It does not take very long for crabgrass to mature like this. This has probably been growing for a few weeks, and only a few weeks to get to this stage. So we wanted to try it, see if we could get any results. Mother Nature didn't help us out, and so we're not gonna do it. So to get good results from any product that you're gonna use for crabgrass, you do have to hit it early in the tiller stages. So the younger the crabgrass, the better results you're gonna have from any of the weed control that you apply to it. It is very difficult to get control after the 7th tiller stage. You may get some decline or some suppression, but maybe not total eradication of the weed.
So we're not abandoning this project. We are gonna get out here and try some control methods, stack up a couple of different products to see how they do against each other. We're gonna come back out here and do it. We're just not gonna be able to do it
this year.
Next year, to be continued.
Yes.
You had a good idea. What was your idea?
My idea was to let the viewers kind of decide on what products to use in the different zones that we have out here. We have about 3 different spots that we could use 3 different products. So maybe put a list of 5 or 6 products that's specific for fescue, and let y'all decide on what y'all want to see results from.
Now we know of one product that we are for certain gonna use, but we're gonna keep that under our hat. We're gonna keep that as a surprise. But yeah, list what you wanna see us use in these different areas for fescue.
Yep, and
Good
hopefully
idea.
broadleaf and grassy weed control.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
Boom. So there you go. There's a little peek behind the curtain, if you will, into some of our future plans for the series and the content that we want to put out there for you. Seriously cannot wait to sink our teeth into controlling that area, this area, and that one back there. But we gotta wait. Patience. Patience. We're gonna get back to my yard. I still got the backyard where we're trying to get the tall fescue to grow. Still got some things we gotta do there, talk about fall tips. There's still more content to come. Also keep commenting in the comments section below on content that you would like to see us tackle, questions that you need help answering. Just keep the conversation going, keep the tips coming for everybody to learn and grow and learn what it takes to do their own lawn care. If you're not already, subscribe to the channel by clicking this button. You can click this playlist to see all the videos in the Do My Own Lawn Care series, and click this playlist to see all the videos in the Do My Own Gardening series. And thanks to our customer service staff member for helping me out on this one. Also, thanks for watching.